attack with ephemeral units. And no created cards. That is actually perfect. So, no created cards, and don't have more than 4 cards in your hand, as well as the signature Deadly of the Weekly Nightmares. We can work around this. Let's get Viego into here. I haven't shown him off yet. Viego, very strong unit, very strong deck. Arguably maybe top 5, probably overall in my personal ranking. Viego excels at this kind of adventure, mostly this modifier. He doesn't have created cards. So whenever you see this, it's basically a non-existent power. And that's very nice. And when it comes to having 4 cards, he will quickly discount cards in his hand, making it easy for you to get away with it. So let's talk about the build I'll be doing here. Black Shield, I think, is one of the best in slot for him at 6-star. You're going to have so much power on your own, you don't really need any extra assistance in order to do that. So basically, Black Shield lets you get away with a lot. Spectral Scissors, the big benefit of these is that you can, there's 2 main benefits. The first one is it activates Starforged Gauntlets. Extra mana is nice. But the other half of Spectral Scissors is that you can copy a follower, making an ephemeral copy, and grant it ephemeral. Now, that's not a problem for Viego, because most of the time you're going to want to copy his Encroaching Mists. Let's go ahead and... there we go. Because you want these powers anyway, and because they're already ephemeral, you pay nothing to do it. So let's go ahead and get in there and tear stuff up. So with Viego, when you are starting your adventure, don't worry about this first power node. Just pick the best one of the 3. You don't really need to look... Okay, well, you could just also get the best power. This is his best power for sure. Just about. It's one of, if not the best. But when it comes to the powers at the same time, Viego doesn't really need powers. When he's at 6-star, a lot of his stuff is in his units. And probably the best thing you can do for him is save your rerolls and spend them either on your support champion or spend them on shops. And we'll kind of go through each of those. But for now, let's just get through the first encounter. You got T-Hex. Not a problem. We can handle this. Ideally, you like to start with a card that can kill your allies. Luckily, we've already killed one of their units, so it's not a problem. Every time you kill a unit and kill one of your units on a turn, you will get another mist. The mists are very helpful because they not only power up your units, but at other constellations, they come with that Challenger node as well. And we're already under the 4-card limit, so we will be able to be just fine. Let's go ahead and end our turn here. Alright, let's go ahead and put in the prey, get that extra unit. We've killed another mist, another unit, got another mist, so we're good to go there. That's kind of the downside of the Trifarian Might power, is sometimes you would like your mist to hang around, but you won't really get that option in a world where they strike and immediately die. But this is still a very good power for Viego because all his units everywhere have power now, so you don't really need to worry about doing too much. So we'll play this. That'll go ahead and kill the unit. Creates way too many mists. As you can see now, the board is full, so that I don't worry about them attacking. I use Spectral Scissors almost exclusively on Encroaching Mist or in other ways to get it. If I didn't have one, a good example would have been the Common Soldier, or if I had one, the Invasive Hydrovine. Those are all great ways to get extra ones. And you make sure you don't attack with 6 units so that you're allowed to summon 1 extra one right here with the Spectral Scissors. So, once Viego hits 6-star, the big change that happens is that his mists will give 1 power to all units. Before you have him at 6-star, he will only give that power to Viego and the other mists, which is still a lot of your deck, but not all of it. By giving it to all of your units, you're really going to synergize together well with this 2-star power, which reduces the cost of cards in your hand with more than 4 power by 1 anytime a unit dies. Because your mists are making everything stronger. Okay, that's kind of funny. I don't think I want to play that, though. Because every unit will have 4 power, and all your units on your board will be getting more powerful, you can end up working with that instead. So we only have few limited rerolls with oh my gosh, with Shadow Isles. So you usually want to look for regions that'll let you kill your own units. So some big examples of this would be both Shadow Isles and Noxus. But since I have Thresh, this is just about the best in slot support for him too, because all of Thresh's cards are about killing his allies. When it comes to spells with Viego, you don't really care about spells. You want units. Because the spells don't get discounted, but the units do. So we're going to go ahead and go this way so we can get to that champion item chest. Hopefully get a stronger Viego. Viego's already going to be plenty strong, but it's also nice to have more reliable Viego play. Alrighty. This is a good hand to start with, specifically for these 2 cards here. What you can do is play the Comovoran Soldier, get a mist, then play Shape of Fear to get 2 more mists. Now, I did brick a tiny bit, but it's not enough to really cause any problems, so we'll be fine. Okay, first things first. We're going to go ahead and kill that. That'll give us a few extra units. And just like that, we are really losing most of our hand, but that's okay. We can use the Blighted Caretaker to kill the spider. Hapless Aristocrat to get another spider. Very nice. And now we have a nice full board. Go ahead, play all your mushroom class. That's okay. This is why we have spell shields on everything. My board is so wide that it has no problems. There's Thresh, so he can witness some death, now that I can afford him. And let's have our sapling get replaced with that, and have him kill and revive the mist. That'll give us more power for free. Now we have a nice full board, and we swing for a turn 1 victory. And all of that was off of 4 mana. This is Viego's real strength, is that your board kind of scales to oblivion super fast, and so you can really go fast and get stuff done fast. That's really what he's good at, is just scaling way beyond the enemy having any reasonable chance of catching up to you, and then just swinging to win with a whole wide board full of crush. We already have Spell Shield, and frankly, I don't plan to be around long enough to have regeneration. I'm going to go with the Shadow Totem, just for the shot at getting double Viego, double Spectral Scissors. It also means that when a unit dies, I'll get 2 mists instead of 1 on the turn that I play them. So, all in all, this is a good combination of things. We have Death's Grasp, which is good, but we need a unit to kill. So let's go ahead and reroll these 2 cards. Hopefully we get something 1 or 2 cost. That is unfortunate. Okay, it's very close. We unfortunately did break a bit, but it's nothing we can't handle. Let's go ahead and get our Thresh in here. Managed to dodge the skill. Not the best use of the skill, but we can live with it. We'll go ahead and attack. And now, starting next turn, we will start the scaling process. Because I will start... Oh, my Viego died. Oh, that's brutal. So bricking in this adventure is even more punishing. But that's okay. Oh no, my unit's in danger. I better kill a unit. Wait, why are you... Oh, if I do that, it will kill this, summon a mist, which will attack that with Trifarian. Beautiful. And just like that, we will scale the board, get rid of their units, and take over. So we will be doing just fine in that regard. And we level Thresh, which means our Viego can come out. That's good, that's good. That solves that problem. Viego will be right back in. Or he could just join naturally. Beautiful. Sadly, I don't have any more mists. That's okay. We'll go ahead and end the game. Viego's biggest strength is that he is just the biggest stat stick kind of guy. His 6-star just means your entire deck is going to move forward, beat of Viego's drums, scale to affinity, and then just take over. There's no problems with scaling. You're going to be just fine. The only part that's risky is you're not going to have units with a lot of health. So things you want to look out for are high amounts of control, frostbite, and kill spells. That's a weakness that we're mostly trying to cover with the Black Shield. We also want to be careful about high power overwhelm units. So they can still hit your Nexus for a bunch and you can't really block them. Oh, I like this, but I don't like doubling its cost. Or double damaging with one extra cost. I need it to be cheap. So, and these are too expensive, so I'm going to roll again. Now we're talking. Death's Grasp, great card to have. Now let's talk shop. So, when you're at the shop, the biggest card that you're looking for Viego is going to be the Encroaching Mist. If you find that in the shop, that is your Exodia. You have won the run because that card is going to be way too strong. Sadly, we didn't find that. And I guess I could spend one reroll trying to get it. Do I want any of these cards? No. If you see it, it's almost always in this slot or this slot for some reason. I guess because they want you to see it and go, ooh. But I'm not seeing anything here that's particularly calling to me, so we'll go ahead and leave. We do not have Fiddlesticks as either boss, so we will be able to cut whatever card we want. The first card I usually cut is Possession. It's not that helpful. By the time that this card is usually useful, it's only certain adventures or certain encounters. And while, yeah, I don't think that either of the ones here are that scary. The other good option to cut would be the Comovoran Dragon. 4 mana for what you get is not the best. This card is actually great before 6-star. It's a really strong unit for you. But eventually it just becomes less. I'll probably cut it later. Let's go ahead and get the Trundle encounter taken care of. The biggest thing about Trundle is that he swings hard about 3 or 4 turns in. Because I have Shape of Fear, I don't need Death's Grasp. I'll go ahead and re-roll that. As long as I get something that costs 3, oh, perfect. We're golden. So we'll have a crap ton of mists on turn 1. Including what looks like... Yep, we'll probably kill 1 or 2 of his units as well. Let's go ahead and take care of that. That's 1, and then here comes the second, which is now at 5 power. It'll swing and kill this. Beautiful. I've killed a unit, so this summons another one. Now we have killed that. And we have taken care of Trundle's entire threat on turn 1 without any issue whatsoever. I could play this, but I'm going to save it for next turn because it's a way that I can kill one of my allies. It did cost me one of my 2 Viegos, but I'm not worried about those. Let's go ahead and kill Trundle as soon as he's played. Everyone laugh at him. He spent all his mana on the first turn. This is something to talk about. Viego. A big benefit of him is that if he hasn't activated his power yet, at the end of the turn, when a mist dies, it will re-summon another mist. So you can get more than one mist. You can get a mist back at the start of the next turn. So, since he died here, he summons a new mist. Now I have one for my current turn. It hasn't died because of the end of the turn stuff. Beautiful. We attack with 5 people, and that is game. Frostbite is scary, but however, the Black Shield has got us covered.
All will be consumed by the black mist.
And with that, Trundle is no more. We've taken care of the halfway through boss, so we can just keep going. To be honest, Viego 6-star, one of the strongest in the game. He scales so hard. He has the ability to steal opponents' biggest strengths if he levels, and you somehow haven't finished the game yet. The enemy summons some big card. You can challenge it away with your ephemeral units, or you can steal it with Viego. The end result is that you just have so many options for him. His kill spells are very powerful for their cost. Sure, more power. And we can again pick between a spell and a champion unit. And since I don't have any preference on these two, we'll definitely go for the champion. What encounters would I avoid with Viego? Probably the Scar Maiden. The one where the units have extra power and they can get a lot stronger if they get hit. That can be pretty scary because I need to kill units to really ramp up. And if I can't kill my own units, then I have no choice. That was almost bad. We managed to get the Blighted Caretaker to have its cost up, but since we drew the Fading Icon, we're fine. It's also a beautiful card to use Shoot Fear on. If I really wanted to discount my whole hand, I could have done that too, by using it on the Fading Icon himself, but ultimately I opted against it.
I must be known.
So killing this unit will give me another mist, which means this one will have enough power to finish him off, and then 7 power left over. Nice and easy. Oh, perfect. Yes, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more units out of the hand so that we can not worry about discarding cards at the end of the turn. If I kill and revive this, I will get another mist. And there it is. And now Viego comes in. And we're good to go. Viego has now leveled. And a mist is in play. Sadly, I have no way to kill it, which is annoying. Since he's gonna hit my Nexus anyway, I might as well do this. And by doing this, I at least get to kill him. If I didn't, he wouldn't be able to, he wouldn't die. But now he's at least dead, instead of hitting my Nexus roll. And just like that, he has ran out of cards. More mana that turn, which means we swing to win. Don't give him any chance to do anything. Worst he can do is really save 12 health on his Nexus. Yeah, that's fine. We accept all of this, and we take it in stride. And voila! Getting more Threshes in our deck, maybe not the best thing. And this is 2 epic random items, which is great because chaos is fun. Let's go ahead and get a champion item. This just means +2 power, but it's also nice. But this is definitely the way to go because we have the Shadow Totem. We can get the double Viego permanent instead of temporary. So let's go ahead and smack him around. Again, oh, let's talk about Legion Deserter. He gains all the Allied Everywhere buffs, and that includes the mists. So he is as strong as Viego, period. If you get the Legion Deserter, I would highly recommend taking this card. I'm probably going to take 2 copies, just because he is expensive. I don't want to lose it. Allies have faded. We'll skip that one for now, and we'll go for the Dawn Speakers. The Dawn Speakers, their big threat is, oh, at the end of the turn we'll gain +1 power. Not really, because your units are going to die, you'll die, and then you don't have any power. So you can really, really handle it. Let's go ahead and play the Hapless Aristocrat. He has Quick Attack and Rally Banner, so I'm thinking I should do this first. No, this isn't the play. Because they'll block with the Dawn Speakers. He'll be knocked down. He'll be killed. Oh yeah, I'd still have a card to attack with. Yes, go ahead. Perfect. That's what I wanted. They attack. I get a free rally. I can then use this to attack, or to I can use this to kill it to get a sapling or 2. As well as a mist. There we go, we got 2 mists, in fact. Let's go ahead and kill this one for a 3rd mist. This one, however, will attack immediately and kill units. No, you won't kill units. Brutal. But we have enough units that we can. Let's put them at the last just in case. Let's put you here. And just like that, his whole board is clear. He has no power. To avoid the power that's causing us issues, let's go ahead and play all the cards in our deck. Thresh, you can hang out there. I want a free room for Viego. Now he's got plenty of power here. They're just gonna end their turn. Yes, I will also allow it. Go ahead. Revive. Very nice. Alright. And we can do... what we're going to do is attack with only 4 units. By doing this, it will make a 5th mist, and then Viego will copy that mist to make a 6th mist. Because they process things left to right. And just like that, now we have a nice full board, and once again we swing to it.
There is only darkness.
Alright, take care of the Dawn Speakers. That just leaves Aurelian Soul. Aurelian Soul's kind of scary. I'm excited to get a little threat here. So let's see. We don't need the winds and the wave. The Survey Corps is nice to have in a unit in case I brick again like I did earlier. Let's go ahead and spin a reroll. Or both of them here. There's no reason not to. A Scribe of Sorrows is actually very good here, because he can bring me back mists. And the Mask Mother is useful for 2 reasons. One, it revives my unit. It kills a unit, which lets me get a mist, but also I could use it to eat a mist and then make its stats permanent. Since we no longer need it, we'll go ahead and cut the Comavoran Dragon, and we will bring on Brilliant Soul's Demise. Brilliant Soul needs a stat check. if you can take care of his champion on the first turn or in all the units he summons, then he has no teeth. So if you don't have a way to take care of him on the first turn, things get difficult. But I think we have plenty of ways to handle him here. Plus, it's not the arcane version, so he only has 15 power instead of 30. Very nice. We got a nice little free hit. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and kill the Green Glade Lookout instead. He did his job well. Now we have a nice unit in our hand here. Bam. And we took care of another unit, which means this one's going to attack Aurelian Soul and kill. And now Aurelian Soul has nothing left. That is a GG, Aurelian Soul. You've got nothing left. Oh, doubling dice? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, another one? Please, may I have another, sir? No? Okay. The AI, luckily, will just retarget the same unit over and over again instead of doing what's realistically scarier. Hey, look, my first created card of the entire run. That's fun. I no longer need that mist, so it can go away. Here we are. I lost a unit. Hey, look, it's Trundle, back with a vengeance. Beautiful, actually. I think that's very funny. So let's go ahead and kill both his units. And just like that, all of his threats are gone. Yeah, he'll summon a unit at the end of the turn, but it's Anivia.
Who live will serve.
All who live will serve. Oh, Anivia comes back as an egg, and then comes a giant fist, killing him again. Just like that, Anivia is no more. We're gonna go ahead and just attack with what we got. No need to do anything fancy, he's already dead. We're once again attacking with 6 or 4 units, so we get a full 6 instead of just the 4. Black Shield takes care of that, so we can seek to win. And that is that encounter. And that is not a problem at all. Alrighty.